MoVernie on the Move is brought to you by the Property Restoration Specialists, Winmar, Toronto.
Yo guys, this is MoVernie on the Move, part of the Crowded Row Music Trail here in Southwest Virginia. And I just went to this Hardwood Center, a beautiful performer, and this band, the Bluegrass Kingsmen, and one of the star, I think is a really good talent, a very young talent, Ryan Lester. Thanks for being on my interview.
Yeah.
So tell us about how long you've been, I know you're young, like you told me you were 20 years old. How long you've been playing and become a country music singer?
I've been playing since I was probably 4 years old, so about 15 to 16.
That young?
Yeah,
Is that normal? Is that a common, like, started early?
it is. Yeah.
And how do you just play for yourself, or do you have other people teach you?
Well, mostly my grandfather, he's over there somewhere, but he's taught me most things, but I've learned a lot on my own.
Do you write songs for yourself as well?
No, okay. I've never tried that.
Now, tell us about the younger singer performer like yourself. You're one of the youngest in the group. How do you fit in, and how do you get to show your talent?
I mean, there's not really young people that's in the business, so
Yes.
you know, I'm mostly around older people, so it's just like normal.
Do they always tell you to do the chores and tell you because you're the youngest one?
No.
Yo guys, this is MoVernie on the Move, right here flying from Toronto all the way to Crooked Music Trail, and right here, very historic, the Carter Family Museum. We've been to so many places, but this is the Carter Fold venue, and very happy to interview you, Reader Forrester. Tell us about the family tree of your memory of your grandfather and grandmother.
Our family tree is very impressive. You'll see it on the wall over there, and it was basically the original Carter family, my grandfather AP, my grandmother Sarah, and my great-aunt Maybelle. Of course, June went on to marry Johnny Cash, and we just have a huge musical family, and have all of our family and in-laws and so forth have made a huge impact on music.
My first impression is when we go through the mountain, beautiful rolling hills of Southwest Virginia, and to go all the way to the remote area here, but seeing a big crowd coming in even now.
It's amazing. I think even my mom was floored by the response that she got when she started her music shows. And we've actually had crowds so big that we've had to turn people away, and that breaks my heart to do that, because people travel from very long distances to see the shows. So we try very hard to never turn anyone away.
And I also visited the birthplace of country music in Bristol and saw the Carter family in exhibit. What's the impact you see as the Crowded Music Trail contribution to the country music?
Well, without what my grandparents did, there would be no museum in Bristol. There would be no Crooked Road. My granddad simply went to Bristol as a result of an advertisement that he saw. He was trying to earn some extra money for his family, and along the way, you know, made the recordings in Bristol, the historic 27 sessions, which are called the birth of country music. Johnny Cash called it the Big Bang of country music. They started an industry. They didn't even realize what they were doing. They were just doing what they grew up and knew to do. And of course later went to Texas, XCRA on Border Radio. And if you hear the song Heard It on the X, they're talking about XCRA Radio. That's where Wolfman Jack was on Border Radio. So it's amazing when you think about a small family from this rural place who went that far and saw that much and did that much. It's just simply amazing.
This segment of MoVernie on the Move is brought to you by Winmar Toronto, the property restoration specialist.